What time is it?
It's snake time!
Hello everybody, my name is Elle and I have a channel here on YouTube called Elle's Reptiles. I am a keeper of reptiles. I don't breed right now, maybe sometime in the future, but right now I just keep things. We have leopard geckos and ball pythons, a corn snake, bearded dragon, blue tongue skink, crested geckos, gargoyle geckos. We have spiders, crocodile skink. We have so many different things. I am located in the United States. If you couldn't tell from the accent, I am from the South, from Alabama. And yeah, I just keep reptiles, so they are all in my home. We actually were going to build a reptile room at one point, but some other things came first. So maybe in the future, I would like to do that. My husband absolutely would love to have a reptile store one day, so maybe 20 years from now, but as of right now, we just keep a bunch of reptiles in our home. I have always really loved the more exotic type animals my entire life. So when I was about 3 or 4 years old, I was outside catching toads in my front yard and chasing my mom around the house with them. And then very shortly after that, we got pet toads, and then I moved to pet frogs, all still while in elementary school. But I didn't actually get into YouTube and keeping reptiles in my own house until I became an adult. I didn't get into YouTube until about 3 years ago, and then I started regularly uploading about 2 years ago. So yeah, I haven't been doing the YouTube thing very long, but it is very enjoyable, and yeah, I love it. All of the pet reptiles that I have in my house are just 100% because we think they're cool. I basically fall in love with an animal and I do a whole bunch of research about it and make sure that I know enough to keep that animal, and then I get it just because they're so awesome, and I just love watching them and teaching my kids about them and then sharing that love with you guys. For this question, I am just going to let my husband answer it.
I love it. It's turned out to be a fun adventure that we've been enjoying. And I've been able to help a lot with the creative side of it. And it's just been really cool to watch her channel grow.
I'd have to say my favorite part of all this is being able to share my passion for these animals with people that are also passionate about these animals, and even people that weren't passionate about them before. I get so excited every time I get a message that says, I'm about to get my first bearded dragon or leopard gecko, ball python, whatever, because of you, because you encouraged me to not be scared of these animals, and I don't know, it just always makes my entire day. I love it so much. Least favorite part? Probably just the stress sometimes. I do record and edit everything myself. I have 4 kids, and now because of the COVID stuff, 2 of them are getting schooled virtually online, so I am now teacher and video editor and video recorder and mom and cleaning the house and just being a person. So I guess I'd have to say that currently at this time, because of all the COVID stuff, my least favorite part of it is just stress. My favorite animal. That one is very hard because, like I said, I chose every single animal because I loved them. But if I had to choose one, it would probably be Dexter here, just because he's so cool. I've had him for about 4 years and he's just awesome. He has these sticky pads on his feet. He is a partial pinstripe crested gecko, and he's just really cool to interact with. It's awesome watching him jump and me and him had kind of a rocky start at the beginning. He used to just bite me and not let go, and so we've grown past that, and yeah, he's just an awesome little gecko. With Dexter being my favorite, crested geckos are probably my favorite species to keep. I just love their high activity at nighttime. I love watching them, interacting with them, handling them. It's so cool to me to be able to be laying in bed at night and just hear him leaping through his tank. That is just so awesome to me, to hear him physically enjoying his entire tank. So crested geckos would have to be my favorite thing that I keep. Thank you so much, Matthew, for having me on this. Thank you for reaching out. If any of you guys are interested in me or my animals, I am found here on YouTube at Elle's Reptiles or over on Instagram at Elle.622. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
This is Glenny!
I want to be with Mommy.
Oh, I want to be with Mommy.
Oh, fine. So Avery's not in the mood to show her the crested gecko. We're all hanging out, and we just wanted to say thank you to Elle. I think it's Elle. I think it's Elle. Okay. We want to say thank you to Elle for answering our wonderful questions. We thought we'd show our crested gecko Lily here that kind of looks like yours, maybe. And we had a wonderful time.
I want to find out if that's your real
Wait. Thank you. I think it's Elle. It's not Ellie. It's not Ellie. It's Elle. And they are wonderful. So I can see why they're your favorite, Elle. And what was I even thinking? Okay. The thing that I enjoyed the most that Elle told us is that when she sees a reptile or animal that she wants, she does all the research before buying it. And this is so important. Do the research for the animal that you buy before you buy it. So many times we see people posting in groups with their normal boa saying, hey, what morph is this? Oh, I just got this. What is it, everybody? That's what you should do before you buy it. You should do all that research before you buy it. Ah! I just got nipped too. Why'd you bite me, Lily? That's not nice. Okay, so anyways. Don't do it after. Do it before buying them. Make sure that you can take care of them. You know, an animal that I always wanted was those little mice that like fly in the air. Sugar gliders.
They're
not a squirrel. They're actually marsupials, which are in the same family as koalas.
Okay, well, you called it a mouse, so you were wrong as well.
Yeah, I was wrong. No, I knew what it was. So anyways, I knew that sugar gliders are adorable and they're so cute, and I always wanted a sugar glider. But when I did the research, I knew they were way too hard to take care of, and I couldn't give them that much care. It'd be wonderful if everyone stopped talking for a bit.
You are so hyper. Just relax.
Okay, calm down.
You're clearly
Being attacked here in front of everyone.
Oh my god! I get camera shy. And then when I'm not around,
I'm much better when my wife is not around.
Yeah,
She's constantly dragging me down and putting me down.
Bliss,
so anyways. So one of the most important things before getting a reptile is do your research, learn about it, make sure that you can give it what it needs before you buy it, because they're wonderful, they're amazing animals, but some are a lot harder to take care of than others. Why are you laughing at me? So that's something that we have to do. We have to sacrifice our desires for the needs of the animals if we cannot provide that for them. Great, I'm glad. We had a good time. We had a wonderful time. Thanks. Thank you, everyone, for making fun of me.
We're not making fun of you. It was great.
This is why I like to live alone.
I love being around people. So honestly, like I don't. Well, I come from a huge family, so for me, it's just like it's all good, man. It's
What?
all-
You have excuses for making fun of me?
I come from a very small family, and my
Okay.
family is very quiet.
Oh,
And my second wife was Italian.